Hello guys! Welcome to Sissygram Genderbender Stories on YouTube. Today, I am bringing you a brand new genderbender story. If you like my voice, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Now, let's start the story. Alex stood in front of the full-length mirror, staring at the reflection that was no longer the middle-aged man he'd grown used to seeing. Instead, a slimmer, more youthful version of himself stared back, with softer features. His shoulder-length hair framed his face in a way that made him marvel at the changes. The transformation had been gradual over the past 6 months, coinciding with his recent marriage to Maxine. Though the changes started small, they were now undeniable. "Honey, have you taken your vitamins yet?" Maxine's voice echoed up from downstairs, interrupting his thoughts. Alex sighed and grabbed the colorful array of pills on the dresser, swallowing them with a glass of water before heading downstairs. The smell of steamed vegetables and grilled fish filled the air as Maxine, who was preparing dinner, flashed him a bright smile. "How are you feeling today?" she asked, her expression filled with warmth. Alex hesitated, unsure how to express the complicated feelings he was experiencing. "I'm good, I think. Still adjusting to all these changes," he replied. Maxine's gaze softened as she approached, placing a gentle hand on his arm. "I know it's been a lot, but look at how far you've come. You're healthier than ever, and you look amazing," she said, offering reassurance. Alex nodded, grateful for her support. "I appreciate everything you've done for me. It's just that sometimes I hardly recognize myself anymore," he admitted. Maxine guided him to the table. "Change can be scary, but it can also be liberating," she said. "Have you thought any more about what we discussed last week?" Alex flushed slightly at the memory of their conversation about embracing his more feminine appearance. "I have. I'm just not sure I'm ready for all of it, but maybe we could start small," he suggested, poking at his food. Maxine's face lit up. "That's wonderful. What did you have in mind?" she asked eagerly. Alex took a deep breath and looked up at her. "I was thinking maybe we could go shopping this weekend for some new clothes that fit my new shape better," he said. Maxine's eyes sparkled. "I'd love that," she exclaimed, squeezing his hand. "We'll make a day of it, and there's no pressure. We'll go at your pace." As they ate, Alex felt both nervous and excited about the prospect of shopping. He had spent most of his life adhering to society's expectations of masculinity, and stepping outside those boundaries felt terrifying but also thrilling. The next morning, he stood in front of his closet, disheartened by the sight of his clothes. His once snug shirts now hung loosely on his frame, and his pants sagged in a way that felt unflattering. He pulled on the least baggy outfit he could find and left for work, trying to ignore the feeling of eyes on him as he walked through the office. Had his colleagues noticed? Were they judging him? His thoughts were interrupted by Alina from HR, who asked if he had a moment to chat. She led him into a conference room, where she explained that some of his colleagues had expressed confusion about his changing appearance. Alex felt a rush of heat in his face, but took a deep breath and decided to be honest. "I've been focusing on my health lately," he began, his voice steadying. "My wife has me on a new diet and vitamin regimen, which has led to some unexpected changes, but I feel better than I have in years." Alina nodded, asking about the longer hair and softer features. Alex explained that these changes were part of his health journey, though he was still figuring things out. He assured her that he wasn't trying to make anyone uncomfortable, and was still the same dedicated employee. Alina thanked him for his honesty and reassured him that the company would support him through the transition. As Alex left the room, he felt both relieved and uncertain about what the future would hold at work. Over the next few days, he noticed sidelong glances and hushed conversations, but Saturday's shopping trip was a welcome distraction. At the mall, Alex and Maxine visited a boutique that specialized in androgynous fashion. Alex hesitated, but with Maxim's encouragement, decided to try on clothes that would better suit his new shape. He experimented with different styles, including soft sweaters and tailored blazers, and was pleasantly surprised by how well they fit. One item in particular caught his attention: a silky blouse in deep emerald green paired with high-waisted trousers. When he emerged from the dressing room, Maxim's eyes widened with admiration. Alex couldn't help but smile at his reflection, feeling a sense of comfort in his skin for the first time in months. As they walked through the mall, Alex's interest grew in the women's sections of various stores, and he even considered getting his ears pierced. Maxim, ever supportive, suggested it, and while Alex wasn't ready just yet, he agreed to think about it. Back at home, Alex felt a mix of excitement and nerves about wearing his new clothes to work. On Monday, he chose a loose cream-colored blouse paired with black pants. He styled his hair to frame his face in soft waves, and when he walked into the office, he was met with some curious glances, but also a few compliments. Melissa, his cubicle neighbor, told him the outfit looked great, and as the day progressed, Alex felt a newfound confidence. That afternoon, Maxim texted him, "Proud of you for being true to yourself." Alex responded, feeling a sense of pride and relief. Over the next few weeks, Alex experimented with makeup, learning to apply mascara and lip gloss to enhance his features without drawing too much attention. One Saturday, as he prepared for a day out with Maxim, he looked at his reflection and realized that he was now comfortable in his own skin. He turned to Maxim, his voice filled with a mixture of excitement and nerves. "I think I'm ready to get my ears pierced," he said. Maxim, overjoyed, immediately agreed, and they went to a piercing studio. The process was quick, and when Alex looked in the mirror afterward, the silver studs in his ears completed his transformation. "I feel like me," he said, and Maxim's heart swelled with pride. When Alex returned to work on Monday with his new earrings, he felt more like himself than ever. Later that day, Alina from Horror asked to speak with him. To his surprise, Alina told him that his colleagues had expressed admiration for his courage, and that his changes had inspired the company to review its diversity and inclusion policies. Alex was both relieved and proud to be making a positive impact. As the months went by, Alex and Maxim explored new ways for him to express himself, including experimenting with different hairstyles and accessories. One evening, as they sat on the couch, Maxim asked if Alex had considered using different pronouns. Though he hadn't thought much about it, Alex realized that he might want to explore using she and her at home. A few weeks later, after some reflection, Alex decided to start using female pronouns at home and later at work. Maxim was fully supportive, and as she referred to Alex using she and her, it felt like a perfect fit. Over time, Alex grew more comfortable with her new identity, experimenting with makeup and growing her hair longer. One Saturday morning, she realized that the person staring back at her in the mirror was no longer a stranger. She turned to Maxim, who was thrilled by the change. "I think I'm ready to be myself everywhere," Alex said. Maxim smiled with pride, and together they embraced this new chapter. Alex, now ready to choose a name that reflected who she truly was, asked Maxim what she thought of the name Evelyn. Maxim, feeling the significance of the name, agreed that it suited her perfectly. Alex's transformation was complete. The journey had been challenging, but she had finally found herself. This is where the story ends. I spend hours of effort creating these kinds of stories, so if you're new to this channel, please hit the like button and subscribe my Sissygram Genderbender Stories YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to comment on what you would do if you were in his place. I'm eagerly waiting for your comments, and I personally read all of them. Okay, guys, thanks for joining. And I'll see you in the next story in the next video. Take care and bye.